Okay. Welcome to our teachers meeting for the end of term 3, 2024. If you're watching this as a recording, please do me a favour and clock in on your EMP Live as a training teacher, and that will make sure that you get paid for your session. Okay, welcome everyone. So Helen and I have got a list of things that we're going to quickly run through that we've come up with, but then at the end of the session, we want you to come up with all your feedback for the term, any questions you might have for next term, and yeah, anything that you think will generally help yourself or other teachers in the company centres, because the same questions come up all over Australia, so it's good to all get together and talk through them. All right, so our first part is just about our current programs. We've got the Animals of the World 2 program coming up for term 4, and I've sent out all the class preparation sheets to you. If you haven't received them, send me an email and I'll send them as soon as I can. I haven't done our school readiness classes yet, so you should have levels 1 to 2 and 3 to 6. And then the school readiness classes I'll send out to those centres that are running them. I know not everybody's running them, so not everybody will need those. Helen has very kindly not photocopied, printed. I'm going back about 30 years, printed the programs out for you. So they should be with your term orders. So whoever received the term orders, open the box and inside it are your printed programs, if you want to use them that way. I know the Q girls use them on the computer, so it's very environmentally friendly. What else have we got? Okay, timing for classes, just a reminder to stick to time. So the classes are 45 minutes on the timetable generally, unless they're a school readiness class. And we really want to make sure that we stick to that 45 minutes. And look, Helen and I both know, and I'm sure those of you that have been teaching Jimburu for a long time know that the classes have a huge amount of content in them. We do not expect you to get through everything in that planner. So go through the prep sheet, work out what you're going to cull, and ensure that you can still teach your class in a fun way where the parents are going to be engaged, the kids are going to be engaged, and you don't feel like you're rushing through everything. I'd much rather you spend an extra couple of minutes on the small equipment and a shorter dance, or vice versa. You know, you can mix it up. There's plenty of flexibility in there for you to do that. And really be conscious of doing a really long mat time with our sort of 2-year-old classes when they are a bit more settled. You can go on for half an hour if you didn't stop yourself. Shorten it up, make sure that it is only the maximum of the 15 minutes or 16 minutes, and give the children plenty of time on the equipment, because our whole purpose of our Jimburu program is movement, and we want them to get that movement on the equipment. Really, really important. If there's one complaint, it's that we didn't get enough time on that equipment. So
I said to Fiona earlier, I said there's a lot of argument that people go, oh, but they're getting extra time and I can fit it in and run out. People actually don't want extra time a lot of the time. They're set on a roster and they have to be picking up someone or getting to the shops or meeting someone. And if you go over time, then I get complaints that you're running over time and I didn't make my next appointment or whatever. So it doesn't always work. That they do enjoy more time.
Yeah, and more mat time is not necessarily the best either. You can still give them all the lovely information that we've got about development on the equipment. So you can take them out there and do it out there as well. And a huge part of Jimburu, and I think our people that have been teaching with us for a long time know that it's the rapport with the teacher. So the child's rapport with the teacher, the parents' rapport with the teacher, that's what keeps them coming back. The program is fantastic, but it's the way that you deliver that program personally with that class, and the way that you put your own personal finesse into the class. We don't want to see robotic classes. We don't want to come around and see exactly the same thing coming out of everybody's mouth. We just want to see the lovely Jimburu program, but with your flair on it. So feel free to make it your own. Do those fun things, change a rhyme here and there that you've got that suits you, and really, really make it your own, and really work hard with your relationships with those parents and watch what's happening. Because yes, if you haven't got the relationship, you could be anybody and they won't come back. So yeah, I think that's a huge one. And that's what, you know, when we change teachers, it can be really hard as a new teacher coming into a group because you've got people that are used to a previous teacher and you're taking over from them. So you've got to develop your own rapport. You're not going to be like that previous teacher, and that's okay. We don't expect that. You can let Bianca in.
Yep,
Yeah.
Bianca's coming in.
Okay, so uniform. So we have got some new staff, and we've got some older, not old staff, but you know, current staff. Our new staff are expecting uniforms to come through shortly. So Helen's got those ordered. If you haven't had an email from myself or Helen asking you for your shirt size and you don't have a uniform shirt, great idea to flick us an email and let us know and give us a size, and we'll get that out to you for the start of term. And the same with name badges. There's a whole lot of new staff coming through where we're sending out name badges. So I've got a list here. Everybody that's on this Zoom right now, I've got your name badge ordered if it needs to be, or you've already got one. But if you are watching this at a later date and you don't have a name badge, please let us know. Okay, small equipment and term supplies for term 4. I sent out an email a couple of weeks ago with a small equipment list. Have you got any questions? Are there things that you're missing? Do you have a rainbow ring, for example, at your centre?
Fiona, I never got any email.
Oh, I will send it. Oh, okay. Do you want me to send you one? It's probably too late now for you, Shirley. You're a week out.
We've already planned, and we just changed stuff to be what we already had. But just so you know, we didn't get one.
Oh, I did not mean to miss you out.
No, that's all right. That's all right. It's fine. We've got everything we need anyway. We're good to go.
Yeah. Some of the centres won't have a rainbow ring, and Helen and I had a little discussion. We've come up with a few good ideas. We thought you could tie a whole bunch of scarves together, make a rainbow ring to fit the size of your class if you don't have one. Another one Helen thought of was that, you know, that stretchy lycra material that you can buy from Spotlight or textile shops. You know, get a couple of meters of that, cut it up and tie it together. So if you don't have a rainbow ring and you need some help in coming up with some ideas for that, because that is a big part of the program, and if you want to do it, feel free to contact us and we'll help you out with some ideas there.
One of the other things.
Sorry, can I just add, Heart Sport, actually, you can buy them through Heart Sports online.
You can, yes. Yeah.
They're very small though.
They are
very tight, yes.
Very tiny. It doesn't fit up. Well, yeah, it doesn't fit a 12 student class, definitely.
I did actually cut, so I bought 2 of those for one of the centres, and it was a bit small, so I actually opened it up and cut the elastic and then fed some softer elastic through it. You could do that too if you don't want to, but honestly, tying some material together will work just as well.
Last time we didn't use a rainbow ring. We actually used rainbow ribbon sticks. So, you know, when you go in and then you go out. So they all got used to it and what we were doing with it. So it was interesting. So, and they all knew that the rainbow rings were coming around and what to do with it.
You do that every
that's
week.
Another thing.
The same one?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did the same thing every week. Repetition.
Yeah. Oh, they love it. It's a favourite part of the term, isn't it? For those that have done it before. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. After you get past that first bit where they're all trying to run around the room with it.
I think it's just as popular with the staff as well as with the families too.
Yeah, I think so.
The team can go, we're using the rainbow ring again. When are we doing the rainbow ring?
Yeah, there's been lots of requests for it, that's for sure. Okay, so anything else that you've seen in the program, if you've looked at it already, that you're not sure about with the small equipment? I know I had questions.
White ping pong balls.
Yeah, that's the one I had questions about. The black paper to be scrunched up and the white ping pong balls. You could.
I bought black serviettes because I thought they were kind of chewable and they wouldn't leak colour like crepe paper or something like that might.
Yeah.
But
Ronnie, we're just going to use pom-poms.
Have you
So we've
white
got
ones?
the white ping pong balls to be something hard, and then we've just got the black pom-poms to be something soft.
I bought black serviettes for the like paper serviettes, but I don't know where to buy ping pong balls.
Oh, we already had white ones.
Ours are orange.
There's none like in just like a reject shop or anything like that.
I think you can get white from Kmart or Target.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the ones with the holes in them so the kids don't choke on them personally, but that's my nursing history. I hate ping pong balls, but I do like the little hole, the little holy ones that they can
They're the golf practice balls.
Yeah.
that's the ones. Yeah. So you might get them in Kmart as well. But it's really just to have something contrasting. I think that was the idea, was to have the black and the white and soft and hard. So yeah, find something along that line. I think everything else was fairly easy in the small equipment, so that's fairly good. What else? We've got, okay, so going on from term 4, I'm now thinking ahead to the end of the term, Christmas time. A couple of things to think about in the centres are, if you want to have a little Christmas tree to decorate, have you got that already, or do you need to get one? Helen suggested the $2 shops might be good for buying a little, sort of 30 or 40 centimetre high one if you don't want a big one in the centre. I know some centres have used felt ones as well that you can get and stick the things on, but just have a look for that and see if that's there. And then Helen has today just ordered all the little Christmas decorations for the kids that we give out on the last week of term. And we think it's star, don't we, Helen?
Yeah, I was so busy today. I've gone, that looks great, and I ordered it, and I think they're stars.
Yeah, because I said, what are they? So it'll be a surprise when they come. So they'll be sent directly out to you when they come through. Okay, we'll give them out on the last day of term, and we'll put a little Jimbaroo sticker on there for them.
I know I won't. You'll be putting the Jimbaroo stickers on there. I will send them with the with the decorations.
There's a job for you, girls,
1,600
corporate centre kids. I'm not about to do it.
Maybe we'll bring that up in the assistant admin meeting. We'll have a race who can do the most decorations at once. And then for 2025, so we are looking ahead a whole term, but the reason I'm mentioning this now is because it did come up in a program update the other day. We are going to be doing the fun and games theme in the corporate centres. There is another theme that they're offering through Jimbaroo, which is the dinosaur theme, but we're going to stick to the fun and games theme, okay? Just in case anyone was getting overly excited about dinosaurs.
Can I just ask, when did the dinosaurs one run? Because we don't even have a dinosaur box at Kedron, so it was obviously a long time ago.
I was just talking about that today, so it must have been.
I've been 22 years and never run it, Shirley. So
how long
when I started, I think Trish was running the dinosaur program, and it was before one of the Australian Birds and Animals ones.
Wow.
Would have been 3 years ago.
No more. A lot more.
A lot more?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Maybe I did it.
You may have, Maria. You may have kept it.
I have done it.
You probably kept it in, Maria, but yeah.
Yeah. I've never run it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was a good program. It's a good program.
I would like to see someone running it. I must say I'm quite interested. I thought if I do a holiday program, a 5 or 6 week holiday program in the summertime, I might try and do it, but we'll see. Helen,
how come you've decided not to do the dinosaur program for corporate centres?
Because so many of the centres have all the stuff for fun and games. We would have to go out and buy all the dinosaur stuff for all the centres at once, whereas we've got everything for fun and games. And fun and games is really, really beautiful movement-based program. It's perfect for what we're doing. So yeah, we just thought to reinvent the wheel would be crazy when we've got such a beautiful program. It's so much fun. They do golf and camping and sailing and all the fun activities that we can set up for. So, yeah, it'll be great. Okay, that's really all of the stuff that we've got on our list. Have you got questions?
Right.
Come on, my phone rings all day. You've got questions. questions about EMP Live rosters. I've done the rosters for next term, I think, for everybody except maybe Newcastle. So they're published. If you haven't gone on and had a look, it'd be really, really good if you can jump on and have a look and just check, because I've done it off what we've done last term or this term, but please just check and see if it's practical. I know that,
How do
yeah,
we
it's
do
much
that? How do we
easier.
check it? Sorry, Fiona, how do we check it?
If you go into your own roster, can you click forward and have a look? You should be able to see it.
All right.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
anyone have any foolproof ways of not forgetting or getting it wrong?
Oh, I've heard a few people are doing exactly what you're doing, Bronnie, and putting the timer on their phone to clock in.
But even then we get it wrong, as
Oh.
you know.
I've got like 20 alarms on my phone to tell me each day I need to, or what time I need to clock in and clock out. But there is no way of checking past.
No, we were talking
Rosters.
about that. I think it was Cheryl Lee and I were talking about that. You can't see once you've finished your pay period, you can't go back and see your timesheet.
It's even once you finish the shift.
Yeah,
Like you
not
can't even
even
see yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't even see the one this morning. It's
So
all
you
gone.
and you can't. Can you tell when you can tell when you're clocked in or clocked out? But that's it.
No, you
That's
can't
it.
see anything. Like once you've clocked out, you can't even see that
That's
you were
it.
clocked on an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask Katerina and see if there's a way that we can show that we can see it.
It would be helpful because, you know, at the moment I have to check, you know, just put everything on a spreadsheet.
Yes.
You know, just for when the payslip comes, I
Yes.
trust, you know, but you
Yeah.
know, it's just these things like for me to know and get used to it, and you just have to keep double checking everything.
Can you screenshot or save your roster
I don't know.
or print it out? Like that's what I would want to do if I was an employee. I would want to print my roster out and have it stuck on the fridge or something, like a little
Yeah, but
calendar.
then you have to actually sometimes, you know, you just do like 5 minutes earlier or 5 minutes late or whatever it is.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes.
So
yeah.
you cannot actually check what
Yeah.
you put. I know my
What you've
roster,
done.
but
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't know exactly when I clock in and clock
What
out.
you've what times you've clocked in and out. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask her to check times. How are you going with the getting to work 20 minutes before the shift starts and getting started? Is it working?
You talking to me?
Anyone?
What do you mean starting 20 minutes before?
For you, Anna, it's different because they're setting up beforehand, but a lot of the girls will be coming in and going straight into a teaching shift. Does anybody having any issues with it?
Only remembering to clock in. Because we walk in the door and before you've even put your bag down, you switch the lights on and then walk past and check the vests are there. And so then you just get carried away doing jobs instead of clocking in.
We need a system. Maybe when you unlock the door, press the button.
Embarrassingly, yesterday we were so caught up with things that our first class rang us from outside the door to see if it was actually going to happen. There was just too many other things that we got completely lost. And
I think that was when you and I were talking on the phone, wasn't it?
that was part of it. Yeah, there was a whole lot of things happening. Brenda and I were trying to follow up emails and phone calls and a billion other things. And yeah, we actually got a phone call. I went, oh, better go and see if anyone's there, thinking there wouldn't be even anyone. And Bernadette got a call and it was them saying, is there a class?
Lucky it's the last week of term, Bronnie.
I have a quick question. Is everyone on the WhatsApp here? Everyone knows there's the WhatsApp for them to communicate through? Because I feel like it's working really well and everyone's communicating. I think there's a couple of centres with a couple of people still haven't logged on or said anything. So
yeah, there are a few when I set it up that people I couldn't add them So they had to be invited. So there might be a few people watching this as they're recording that might not be on there. Be worth
So
checking.
what do you want that group used for?
It's set up so that you can use it as a group amongst yourselves, with Helen and I in there as well. It's really good for some of the centres when someone is not able to do a shift and they say, I'm not able to work on Thursday the 6th of November. Can someone fill in? Or I'll get notified they're not able to work and I'll put on there, you know, we need an assistant for tomorrow. Is anybody available? So it will go out to that group quite quickly rather than me having to think, oh, who shall I call or who shall I message? It could be something like, I'm just trying to think.
Well, today you published the rosters were done for term 4.
Yes.
Have a look.
Yeah, rosters have been published. I put that on there as I've been doing them. Little things, little updates that people, it's a good one for everybody to know. Yeah.
Here's one
I
from
don't know
Malaga.
what you're going to the shops to buy for dinner. I may have been told that once. I won't tell you.
Yeah, thanks, Anna. She thought she was talking to her husband and sent us what she wanted him to pick up on the way home.
Yeah, be very careful what you put on.
Hey, that might have inspired the rest of us for what we were going to have for dinner. That could have been a good one.
It sounded very tasty.
And,
there was even some Spanish words there, so I was like, oh my goodness, that's a full-on one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For some people, think yourself lucky because Malaga put it on going, I put the washing machine on and forgot to hang the clothes out. Can someone do it tomorrow morning when they get there? So, you know, think yourself lucky you don't have a washing machine at work. One at home's bad enough.
Yeah, well, that was the washing machine at work that they were talking about. That was appropriate.
Yeah.
But Fiona, is there a specific way that you prefer us to message you or contact you? Like, you know, I forgot to clock in or whatever. Is it better to do it through the WhatsApp or through
No.
message or?
If it's a clock in thing, the best thing to do is to SMS me on my mobile phone, because then as I adjust your shift or fix it, I just click the messages off. Whereas the WhatsApp, I may miss it if lots of stuff is going on in there. Yeah.
And now with the tickets on desk, the support desk, would you prefer that rather than emails?
If it can wait, like, you know, support desk isn't urgent, then put it in there. Yeah. If it's something that you require urgently, then in WhatsApp or, you know, a phone call.
Yeah, or just pick up the phone and ring is fine too. If you don't answer, it's generally someone on another call, but yeah,
good.
Yeah, SMS, especially if it's something like, you know, I'm sick and I'm not going to get to work, and SMS is a really good one.
Fast.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when you organise your own relief. That's the best.
I was just about to say, are you happy with how we just organise ourselves?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you know what you each are doing. You know the centre. You know what the classes are like. You know, that's the best way.
Because I've even just said to our newbie, just text me.
Yeah, perfect. And then you can just let me know so and so's not working, and we're filling the roster with someone else, and I can change that easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the people that are doing a setup and then jumping into teaching and then jumping back out to set up, if it's too much for you to keep logging in and logging out of that Emp Live, because I know I would forget for sure, clock in the morning, clock out at the end of the day, and then I will fix it so that it matches your roster. Yeah. Okay. So just to save you having to keep going backwards and forwards, because that is it. There's no other way for me to set it up. I've tried, and I cannot fix it up any other way.
Do you
love an Emp Live?
Anyway,
I do love them.
It's a bit basic, isn't it?
Are you going on it all the time anyway? If we do it correctly, how much do you have to do there?
If you do it correctly, I do nothing. At the end of the day, what happens is I go in and it shows me all the people that have missed a roster or haven't clocked in. And it shows me anyone that's clocked in late or early or not in the centre. So if you clock in, I don't know, in the car on the way there, and it's, you know, 500 metres from where you should have been, it gives me a little bit of a flag. So if you don't have your location services on it, it flags that. But it's really more about Or those of you that clock in, you might clock in as a trainer doing training and you're actually teaching. If you clock in for the wrong role, it will tell me. Or some people clock into the role. There's a cat going across the screen. Some people will clock into the wrong centre if they work in 2 centres. You know, we get Bianca, that's hysterical. I love it.
I just checked the roster. It doesn't have the every second Friday setup hours.
Ah, perfect. Thank you. You see, I know I forget things.
That'll be for Angela and I.
Angela and Bernadette. And it's on the second Friday, isn't it? The week 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
The even weeks.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so if you see anything on there, let me know that's missing or times that don't match. Okay, any other questions? Very easy. So we hope to do this once a term. So about this time next term, we'll do another one. Obviously, any questions that come up in the meantime or feedback and stuff, just shoot it through to us. It's brilliant to have all the feedback and know what's happening in the centres all the time.
Sorry, Fiona. Are we going to talk about open day in a couple of weeks?
Yes, Maria Roll goes through that with you separately because it's only yourself and Box Hill that are doing, or sorry, it's only yourself and Malaga that are doing open days.
Okay.
So the other centres are doing it slightly differently. So yeah, we'll get on and have a chat about that. And same for Eden and Bianca. We'll talk about how we're going to run the open week sessions. I had a good chat with Tony today, Bianca, and he's having a think. He said, leave it with him.
So I was wondering about that in the first week.
What was that, Lynn?
I was wondering about that in the first week. I didn't think then to ask, but yes, the open day.
Yes, so I will definitely get in touch with you and let you know the plans, how we're going to work it.
Thank you. Yes, thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the open day something that would happen before every term, usually for corporate centres? Is that something that
at least twice a year?
Yeah.
So some of the centres are fully booked, so we're not obviously running an open day because we've got nowhere to put them. But the centres that need the numbers built up, we will do the open days. Yeah. So if you've got space in the classes, we'll try and run an open day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona, as far as the social media goes with Facebook and Insta and stuff, is Tony at any time going to start taking over the individual?
We can do that if you want to hand, because I think you're the only ones doing your own now.
Oh, are we?
Oh, Bronnie, do you do yours? Your social media, your Facebook and your Instagram? No.
We've been really slack about it. We need to get onto it or get someone else to do it for us.
Well, leave it with me and I'll get Tony to do it. I mean, he'll be thrilled, but Tony's been doing all the other centres for me because I was doing them individually, and he's worked out a beautiful way to do it as a group so we don't have to.
Yeah, because when I asked about it, I think I was told that it was too hard to do it for everybody, but there'd be like templates that we could use, and I've kind of been going, okay, I'll do it when I get them, but we haven't got them.
So he's fixed that. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I can, Cheryl, do you want me to ask him to do yours as well?
Well, Tammy's schedule's putting the weekly treasure bag ones on there, but I was more thinking of, like, you look at other centres, if we're jumping on scrolling through other centres, and they have interesting ones saying, hey, we're back in a 1 week, or hey, this class needs filling, or like just more extra stuff. So I was more interested in putting extra posts on during the term.
We are going to talk about that in the next meeting with the assistants and the admin people. Is Tammy coming to that?
Probably not, because she's camping. So
that's fine. She can be on holidays. She's allowed to do that.
Yeah, see, we're already all on holidays. Like, we're a week into holidays, so
I'll chat with her because we do want somebody in each centre doing some local area marketing. So we still would like someone like Tammy doing that stuff, but Tony can definitely schedule all the generic posts.
Okay then. Yeah, Tammy's happy doing it. It's just that she's not confident in what she should be adding. So I think if she got some more direction on that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop this recording now so that we can then move into our next admin meeting. So if you're teaching and you don't do the admin for the centre, you are welcome to go and enjoy your last week of term or your holidays. Thank you so much for your time. Really, really appreciate seeing you all on here. It's fantastic. And thank you for such a great term.
Thanks, Fiona. Do you need me for the next bit?